What's going on, guys? This is Travesty here, and today I have the semi-finals of the PPL's VGC season, Mark 1. There will be more in the future, but I've decided this is going to be my last, at least for a while. So this may be the last game we play in draft for a good while, and I will actually take a break, unlike every other time I say I'm going to take a break and then end up playing more Pokemon. So we are facing none other than Pup. Pup is a legit doubles player. I think since Champions dropped, he made the champion tier in the in-game ladder, and I think he went to Indy as well, and did pretty well at regional there. So he's definitely got some cred behind him, and his team has some very spooky, scary threats. So he has a lot of priority, a lot of really strong priority between Technician Bullet Punch from Scizor, Quick Attack from Diggersby, Jet Punch from Palafin. He has a very viable Trick Room mode with the Mega Chine Meko and like Rampardos, or you can just get those things under Tailwind with the Aerodactyl as well, one of the best Tailwind setters in the format, and he has good old VGC Cat the Incin. So I kind of want to have two game plans here. So the first is going to be DD Mega Gara, and the idea here is I go with DD Mega Gara. He probably has the Rotom in the back in the first game, if I had to guess, and preps hard for the Floette. So I'd expect to see like Scizor, potentially Chimecho, Aero, and maybe like Gengar in the first four, with like Rotom in the back, and then maybe one of like Incin, Clef, Palafin, Diggersby. There's literally so many options, and it's quite hard for me to guess exactly what it's going to be. But because that first mode doesn't actually have a lot for Gyarados, and if he doesn't bring the Palafin, he has basically nothing for. Well, he doesn't bring the Palafin, he has nothing that can take a hit from Gyarados, and if he doesn't bring the Rotom, he also doesn't have anything that particularly kill the Gyarados. So we're going to lead with this thing, and just get up a Dragon Dance off rip. Waterfall and Temper Flare hits most of the team, except, like I said, the Palafin. Other than that, it hits everything super duper hard, particularly because I'm expecting most things to be running more special defense investment, just because we do have a Floette, and that's pretty threatening. And this thing is holding the Wakan Berry, so if we do have to face like random electric coverage on things, or if the Rotom does come in that first four, we can at least take a hit from it. Then it is paired with the Focus Sash Raichu. Investment on this thing, I think it's enough speed to outspeed anything creeping creepers at +1, I think. So like anything Aerodactyl creeping a Raichu, we'll outspeed that at +1, is the idea there. And then just max attack, rest, and HP. Then have the Focus Sash Raichu with Fake Out, Upper Hand, Volt Switch, and Electro Web. So Upper Hand here is to try and catch something like the Incin going for Fake Out and all that other priority that I mentioned. So Quick Attack on Diggersby, Upper Hand is really, really nice into, and then we have our own Fake Out as well, which you can pair alongside the Gara to try and get our DD off into something like Protect on Aerodactyl, for example. Then a Volt Switch and Electro Web. We are running Lightning Rod as the ability to try and draw in those electric moves intended for Gyarados. Volt Switch allows us to pivot out and reset Fake Out, and Electro Web is just a little bit of speed control. If they do get Tailwind up, for example, I can get things down to -1, and then Gyarados can still potentially outspeed. Then the support mons in the back for this mode, we have a very bulky Black Belt Gallade. So Sacred Sword does a lot into a lot of things. We do have Quick Guard as well to try and deal with all that priority that's coming. And then Triple Axle to hit the Mega Clef and the Aerodactyl primarily, but is also just, yeah, I think it's mostly for Mega Clef. I think it's a guaranteed Oko, I actually can't remember. Also gives me a good hit into the Rotom, so if I protect Gara, I can Triple Axle with this thing, and then Feint to try and catch out anything protecting, so we can get off big hits with Gyarados, and break wide guards for the other mode we have running in the back. And then we have our very fast, scrappy Kangaskhan, so Scrappy Fake Out just going to be really handy into that Gengar, for example, and then Rock Tomb to try and lower speeds, again, getting us a little bit of speed control, Fire Punch to deal with these Scizor. I can't remember what the exact investment on each of these were for. I'm assuming to live like a dual wing beat for the Gallade, and then with this Kang, I think it was just enough HP. We are running Citrus Berry on this Kangaskhan, so it's got an even HP number to try and get as much out of that if they happen to run, I don't know, Super Fang Incin or something. Then it will proc the Citrus, and then just, yeah, rest into attack, basically try and do as much damage as possible. Fire Punch just to try and deal with that Sizzle if it does end up coming. Then the secondary mode we have, we'll still have the Kang and the Gallade in the back as just general good bulky offense mons. But we're going to be going with Scarf, Volcarona next to Floette. So my thinking here is if we show Gyarados game 1 with no Floette, he's probably going to drop something like the Scizor, and potentially the other strong physical priority mons to bring something like the Rotom and potentially like Clefable Incin. So he might bring Incin to try and like get Intimidates off, and then the Rotom to try and deal with the Gyarados that way, make Clefable to be a bit bulkier into it and things like that. So hopefully if he pivots into that mode, we can catch him off guard with Scarf or Corona, and just blow things up, and same with Floette. So we have Heat Wave, Giga Drain, Struggle Bug, and Tailwind. Basically just going to click Heat Wave into most things. Giga Drain is my best damaging move into the Aerodactyl, and also the Palafin, so I might be in a situation waiting to click that. Struggle Bug, if I'm worried about something like Chimecho, really bulky Carmine Chimecho or something, I can lower its special attack that way. And then Scarf Tailwind means we can get the jump on Aerodactyl's Tailwind, and if it's not Sash, just delete it with Floette. And then speaking of Floette, we are running a timid, pretty much just max attack, max special attack I should say, Floette here with Light of Ruin. I think we have, it's just going to be max damage into everything as much as we can. Basically just going to click D-Gleam as much as I can, get a lot of damage off, and Light of Ruin I think has rolls to KO things like Gengar, because it's just such a stupid move. I'm pretty sure in a like practice battle I think it was 65% to Scizor with Light of Ruin, so just an absolutely absurd move, and particularly paired up with a little bit of Heat Wave chip, we'll just be deleting mons left, right, and center with our backup mode. We are running max speed just because that Palafin could be a problem, almost max speed, enough for the base 100s, and it's probably going to be running max speed to try and catch Volcarona as well. In hindsight, I probably could have been greedier there, but you know, it is what it is. And that's going to be the team against Pup. So like I said, he's a very accomplished player, so let's see how we do against him. Here we are against Pup. No Chimecho, but we do see Clefable. That is the Rotom, also no Palafin. So I'm glad I swapped Power Whip to Temper Flare on Gyarados. Aero, Gengar, Scizor, all very much expected. Incin I did not particularly expect, but I think we should be fine. Rotom I expected as well. So I'm going to lead Gyarados, Raichu with Gallade and Kang in the back, I think. Yeah. Good luck, have fun to Pup. I'm not feeling super confident about this matchup, to be honest. I've been kind of over Draft League. So this is the fastest I've built for anyone all season. And so we'll see if the game plan works. I kind of came up with this on a long run one day, so. I've already had one disconnect this morning, so hopefully none of those. Good luck, have fun, Pup. Man is like a legit battler, by the way, so we are, you know, he made the champion tier, he played at Indy, etc. It's Aero and Clef. I think that's fine. Unnerve is fine, Intimidate goes off, no White Herb, cool. I'm just gonna DD turn 1 and Fake Out, I think. Fake Out should go before Follow Me. I'm pretty sure. And you probably don't Mega the Clef, if I'm being honest. Because, you know, we got an Electric type. We are immune to Thunder Wave with the Lightning Rod as well. I'm just going to switch out Aero into Gengar. He is going to Mega the Clef. So that's nice. Dodges the Fake Out, that's fine. Now I'm going to Dragon Dance. Turn my headphones up a little bit. It's just going to be Moonblast into Raichu. Okay. So what I want to do here is protect and Electro Web, I think. Because if you take out Raichu... So if it's Scarf Gengar, we should find out... Okay, so not Scarf. Get everything down to -1. That's probably Sash, and it's got Sludge Bomb. And tries to T-Wave us. Cool. Can you try and work out if you're bulky, actually? Based off that damage on the Raichu. Okay, so it looks like you are probably pretty bulky. Let's try, like, max his death. And then from Gyarados at +1, how much are you taking? Not a lot. It's taking half. So what I actually want to do here is Waterfall into Clefable. Fake out into Clefable. Lives on 1. It's going to be Thunderbolts. I should take this. With the Wakan. Perfect. So now I'm going to Waterfall into Gengar. And I'll just Double Edge. Actually no, because you could follow me. So what I'm going to do is protect and Double Edge. Probably should have Double Edged the Gengar actually. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna be Destiny Bond. Cool. So I expected Destiny Bond to come out, but I thought it was gonna be Scarf Gengar. So I haven't seen anything from Arrow. Clefable looks like it's not physically bulky. It's like it has some physical bulk. Here's the Incin. Gets the Intimidate, but that's fine. So I think I Waterfall you. Let's see what's in the back. Arrow. Kang should outspeed. I'm going to... No, I think I'm pinned. I think we Waterfall you, Double Edge you. Just got that in time. Okay. This won't kill. It does kill. Okay. That's interesting. And that just kills the Gengar. Okay. So we'll lose Kangaskhan here to the Destiny Bond. So Gengar went 2 and 1. And now it's just Aerodactyl versus Gallade. Let's Unnerve. I think we always just Waterfall and Sacred Sword. Try not to reveal any text unless we have to. Do we see Sash? No. Okay. So Incineroar just dying is crazy. Means it's probably Spadef. Means it's probably offensive. Yeah. Okay. So we win game 1 in a 2-0. Incin went 0-1. Clefable went 0-1. Arrow went 0-1. Gengar got both kills. Okay. So I think you pivot and bring Rotom. For sure, right? I'm gonna change to my other mode now. And we'll see what happens. Basically. It's nice that Gengar popped off. Not Gengar, Gyarados popped off. We did see that when Clef flinched it went for a priority move, so I'm gonna assume it has Follow Me. The Sash is probably on Gengar. Incin honestly could be Scarf. Or something crazy. Other than that, we didn't get a lot out of the team. We know it's D-Bond on Gengar. And not fully bulky Clefable, but definitely some bulk. Or we just high rolled actually, so it could be fully Fizz Def and we just high rolled. Rotom and Incin. Yeah. So you can fake out one of my mons here. Do I want to fire off a Struggle Bug, actually? Let's see what's in the back. No, I think I just Heat Wave. Mega. And... do I want to just Protect? That doesn't feel great if Volcarona gets faked out, but I think you're going to fake out this slot. You could also just Dazzle, but I'm worried about Scarf Incin. I'm just going to fire off Dazzle. Scarf Incin would be a crazy bring, but a valid bring, to be honest. Just based off the fact that it died to Waterfall, it can't be that bulky. Or we just got really lucky. Get the Heat Wave off. This will do a lot to Rotom. We see an item at all, like a Citrus. Yeah. Yeah, you are Scarfed. We take it though. This should just be a double KO. Oh, not even. And there's Light Screen. So Heat Wave does just claim a KO here. And I'm going to switch into Kangaskhan. This gives me Fake Out for the following turn. If we miss a Heat Wave, that's unfortunate. Incin should die to its own Flare Blitz recoil. We don't miss. So you need to remember Light Screen is up. I'm going to write that in big. capital letters on my notes. So, game 2, Insane goes 0-1, we know it's scarfed. Game 2, Rotom goes 0-1, and we know you're Citrus, and you have a light screen. Okay, do I want to preserve anything with Volcarona here? I could get a late game Tailwind. I think I just want a Heat Wave. Fake out Aerodactyl, get a little bit of chip. Stall out some turns maybe. So Gallade's Quick Guard is useless in the back right now because I didn't bring Scizor. Aero's going to just protect, that's fine. You get some chip on the Clef. Just going to Moonblast into Kang. We should take this pretty well. Yeah. That's actually really annoying. It's just outside of Citrus range. Oh, but it's Unnerve anyway. I'm just going to click Heat Wave. And I'm actually going to Rock Tomb the Arrow. Because if you don't Tailwind, yeah, it's going to be Helping Hand Rock Slide, I assume. Is Rock Slide. Do we dodge? That's really lucky. That's really, really lucky, because now this Rock Tomb will drop your speed down as long as we land. Yeah. And then Floette should outspeed here. I'm going to Moonblast into Clefable. Does that kill? Or do I need to... I think I just Moonblast and... Double Edge might kill actually, let's see. Into Aerodactyl. Yeah, it should do. So I'm going to go for that. And we did see Thunder Wave on Clefable as well. Yeah, it's going to protect. That did nothing. That is a especially defensive Clefable. Ah, the roll. Okay. Oh, light screen. Of course, even though I wrote it. It's still very specially defensive. What is our speed stat on this Gallade? And do we outspeed the thing at -1? No. Whereas you will. So we've seen Rock Slide. Could be Wide Guard is the only question. So I'm actually going to Moonblast into you. And actually, this is why we have the tech. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. Faint. Clefable should not be able to take out both here. It probably takes out Floette if I had to guess. Okay. We have to just hit a triple axle. If we miss this, we lose. But we did dodge a rock slide, so it would be fair. But we hit, so we win 1-0. Okay. That's going to be a 2-0 victory against Pup. We did get a little bit lucky with that rock slide dodge. I think that probably would have killed Kangaskhan, which allows him to play differently. But other than that, it was a pretty clean game. Game 1 was very clean. So yeah, pretty happy we're through to the finals. We'll be either rematching Elfhouse, who we played in the regular season, or we're playing Gunk, who we've fought so many times in playoffs recently. So yeah, well played to Pup. Make sure you check out his links in the description, and we'll be back for one last week next week.